What's up, fellow boppers? I love you guys. Want you to know that. I appreciate you. So, I want to get into this whole gaslighting thing that I'm experiencing as a targeted individual. And this is the thing about that, okay? Is when you've been put through all of the things that I've been put through for as long as I've been experiencing this has been my entire life. I was born a target. So this is 50 years of targeting, okay? Gaslighting, manipulation, harassment, torture, the whole shebang. And that will do one of two things to people. It's either going to completely break you and make you commit suicide, or you're going to be stronger, right? So there was a time where this would happen to me, and this happened, when I would go to retail establishments or work or you name it, school, whatever. But when it would happen online, there were so many times where I just held my phone out to my husband and just sobbed at the absolute cruelty I was experiencing. So they were listening to everything I was doing, watching everything I was doing, and they knew what my buttons were, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, to be honest with you. Until relatively recently, I realized that I was a targeted individual. But I just thought people were just shit. And there were things that I felt insecure about. Like, okay, my feet, for one. There was a time when I used to go to the beach and I check myself out, okay, everything looks good, and then there's those feet. Those feet, they were always staring at me, they're always staring at me, they're always there. Unavoidable, right? Can't wear shoes at the beach either. So I remember being a teenager and sticking my feet, trying to camouflage my feet in the sand, like stick them in there. Some kind of, and that was used against me too a lot. They said a lot of shit about that and a lot of other things. And now those things that I perceived as flaws, I've fallen in love with them. I like my feet. They're good for swimming. They're fucking weird. I got weird long finger toes and fucking webbed feet and shit. My second toe's longer than my big toe. They're not small, dainty little Japanese feet, man, but I like them. I love my feet now. I love everything about myself now. I've had to learn to do so. When the world was trying to make me hate myself, to the point where I destroyed myself, I have learned to love myself, and that is just unbreakable. Once you get to that point, I'd like to see everybody get to this point where they just fucking fall in love with themselves. And it's not vanity. It's fucking, it's esteem. It's respect for yourself. I know what I've been through. I know what I've survived. And I've survived things that a lot of people couldn't. And for that, I respect myself. For that, I love myself. I love myself because despite all of the shit that I've had to endure, how many times my heart was broken, you have no idea what these people have done. You really don't. I don't think you could really understand, and unless you were going through it yourself, or maybe if you saw a loved one go through it. But it's fucking horrible, the things that they do to people. So despite all of that, I still love people. I still love people and I still care about people. And I have more love in my heart now than I ever have. I have more love and respect for myself now than I ever have. So all they've succeeded in doing is making me better. And, you know, obviously, you guys know they're still trying, and it's futile. Because all I end up doing is destroying them. They go out of their way. I mean, they take time and energy to do this to me. It's bizarre. It's really fucking weird. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't understand the process behind doing something like that to someone, you know, how fucking envy can just consume people. Envy was never my issue. I've never had an issue with envy. Maybe when I was a kid, I used to look at other girls and be like, why the fuck, you know, why can't I have your life? Why can't I have your family, you know? But, I mean, as an adult, I never struggled with that. And I'm glad, too, because it is destructive. Obviously. So we had these fucking weirdos, these dorks, go at me, and they fucking, I fucking lay them all out. It's like a fucking graveyard of trolls I've left in my wake. I don't know why they persist. Because I'm going to hurt all of their feelings. Every single last one of their little feelings I'm going to hurt. But, you know, you get a new one that pops up and they think that, oh, I'm going to be the one to do it. I'm going to be the one that fucking triggers her. To the point where she just fucking hangs herself off her ceiling fan. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And my life is only going to get better, significantly, actually. And all of you haters are going to have to watch that, okay? I don't have any fucking triggers anymore. I don't. There is nothing you can say to me, there is nothing you could do that's going to make me fucking flip out. It's just not going to happen. I am fully comfortable within my own skin. Too bad you aren't. Because if you were, then you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Healthy people don't do those things. People that like themselves don't do those things. These trolls are wallowing in self-hatred. And their buttons are glaringly apparent to me. They glow like neon. Oh, and I love to push them over and over and over again. And then what happens? And they freak out and they fucking, you know, lose their fucking minds. And I laugh and I move on to the next one. They have done fucking everything you could possibly do to someone. They've done it to me. They've done it to me. They have put me through things that were absolutely mentally agonizing. And there were times where I cried for several hours a day, every single day. There were times where I was completely disgusted with humanity. The isolation used to, it was horrible. But I'm okay with being alone right now. I'm okay with it. And I'm not alone. I have my animals, you know? And, you know, I do understand that isolation is meant as a punishment, but it's only made me a better person. It's only made me grow in every respect. And soon I won't be alone. And I got news for you, fucking hobgoblins. I'm not really alone. There are people out there that care about me very deeply. And I think a lot of you are realizing that, and a lot of you are panicking because of it, because you thought that I was completely alone. That you could commit these crimes against me with impunity because no one would check up on me and no one would care. No one would fight for me and no one would protect me. And that's not the case. Not by a fucking long shot. And that upsets you. And that's disturbing that that upsets you. Let me tell you something. You will not elevate your status in life, your self-esteem by destroying me. You're still not going to be me if you destroy me. Which you won't. And you know that. And it bothers you. It's driving you fucking crazy, actually. All of you. Just like you tried to do to me. Just like you tried to do to me. Isn't it ironic? It certainly is.